Hello and welcome back to Super Mario Bros. Doomsday, in which we're going into the castle, which is on, well, okay, no, going back to the map here, because I don't see anything particularly peak-ish about this. This jump is kind of bull. What? How do I guess by spin jumping. Okay. Okay, Castle. You just do what you feel is right, and I can complain, at least, I guess. I don't know where I was going with that statement, but that was not a... that was not a very fun particular first room! Whoa! It's not even the end of the room, even. Although, this does look strangely familiar to me. I think I might have... I don't think I've played this, but I might have seen it. There might have been screenshots or something. Hey, what the? How did you get out of the forest? I don't remember the name of that forest, but there was a forest in which the enemies were black and white. Okay, here's an extremely small detail, but the brick directly underneath me right now is kind of like overlapping through the red bricks, which doesn't look too pretty. And that is an incredibly minor nitpick, but that's what I excel at, so that's what we're going for. But this pipe is intriguing me, because I clearly can't go through it, so I'm guessing I'll be coming out of it someday. Maybe there's something down there, for example, but, well, if there's something down there in particular, I wouldn't be happy about that, because there would be no indication of it, so I'm going to assume that what I just assumed was bullshit. Hi, you are having a fun time with yourself. You just do that. I'm gonna leave you be. For a second I thought that Podoboo was gonna go straight at me. Is that a Podoboo though? Wait, the Podoboos are the ones that come from the lava. Or maybe they are the same thing. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know my Mario lore too well, okay? I mean, it's not... Oh, that kinda sucked. Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to get the Dragon Coin because of that! Whoa. Sorry for the probably somewhat annoying sound there, but what the... That kinda startled me. Oh. Huh? Did I pause it? What happened? I think I accidentally hit the Alt key or something? Does the Alt key do something in particular? Yeah, the Alt key. What the... Now my mouse can go everywhere! This is weird. Why does the Alt key... High five! Why does the Alt key cause depression? Because that kinda ruined my day, really. I mean, not really, but I mean... That's just strange, because, you know, okay, I'm using the X and Z button, right? Well, the X button happens to be fairly close to the Alt key, so I happened to kinda rub it a little bit, you can say? I don't know. I accidentally clicked it for a second with part of my finger. And that just kind of ruined everything. What the? Wait, isn't this... No, I must be imagining things. I don't know why I thought that was the case. For some reason, for some very strange reason, it's probably because of all the green. For some very strange reason, I got memories of Luigi's Chance. Of all things. And I died for saying such things, because that's probably something we should just forget, I guess. I don't know what to say about that, sorry, but like... It's just not the case. This is what annoys me about 2D platformers and why I generally don't really play them much on my spare time. It's just that so much can happen out of your predictions that you can't blame the game on, because it's just doing what it's being told to. It's not really doing anything wrong. But I feel like neither am I. It's like my positioning was like a pixel off. I mean, more than one, I'm sure, but it was just a tiny bit off, and then suddenly I just did something completely unexpected and had no way of doing anything about it. And I don't know who to blame for that. Obviously, it's, I guess, more my fault than the game, but it still doesn't feel good. It's like, I don't know how to word it. And that's not just from my non-English originally vocabulary. Ugh, I don't know. I mean, aside from that, this is a completely fine level. I wasn't too happy about the start of it, but I'm liking this part more. I don't know, I just like thwomp jumping. Unless it's bullshit like this. This part I didn't really terribly care for, if I'm being honest. Here we're seeing the retry clock in action, now that we know what's causing what. So that's nice. I can just return directly to map. Although it is a little bit sad that I have to go all the way back by foot. But I suppose that's not the biggest problem at stake here. There's nothing at stake, but I mean, you get the idea. But I really don't want to get another game over, because that's just gonna mean that I have to do so much over again. I'm actually... That spike placement is a little bit off to me as well. Because, okay, in the previous era there, which is no longer on screen, there, you know, when the spikes are one block away from the edge like that, what happened to me was that I was planning on jumping, but then I guess I didn't, and because I was running, you run over one block just fine. And what happened was that I hit the spike, even though I like... Maybe there is something wrong with my vocabulary, but I'm really struggling to find the words to describe my somewhat frustration here. And in a way, no! What? I had to jump. The screen was catching up, but I was too tall. Excuse me? That's about how long I can stall jumping before the screen catches up too much. And had I waited that long by large, sure, I wouldn't have died. But I was kind of pressing for time. That was kind of iffy, and I didn't have a problem with it before because I was always small. This castle has problems. And overall, I'm liking it, because overall it's fun. I especially like this green room, at least up until this point potentially. Because it's kind of difficult to get the thwomps to come down like that. I guess that's not... Actually, no, I take that back. I guess that wasn't really as bad as I made it out to be. Why don't you ever go away? It doesn't matter. Come outside and prepare to die, plumber. Okay. If this were New Super Mario Brothers Wii or U, there would have totally been a power-up here. But, well, this isn't that game, or those games, or anything. But I would have appreciated it, because I feel a little bit naked now. This is long. For some reason, that kind of caught me off guard. It was just suddenly there. So, you followed me to my castle. It doesn't matter. Prepare to die. You seem to think a lot of things don't really matter. But you're not really you're not looking at the big picture, Larry. Great hit pose there. He was just standing there. I felt like, okay, I feel like that stands. He didn't, okay, so there did it correctly. Because before he was just kind of standing normally. And it was like, he took the hit, he felt it, and he was just looking at Mario like, you little piece of shit! How dare you touch me, the great Larry? I say my boogity, or something. My boogity isn't something people say. Also, Larry, you kind of suck. Wow, you really didn't win. In case you couldn't tell. There we go. Save, thank you. So I don't have to play through those previous 2 levels any more times. That's nice to not have to do. So let's get away from this totally not a peak and underneath the surface. That is definitely true. I mean, it's more correct than the whole peak thing. I hate to bring this up again, but I don't see a peak here. I really get where... Don't really understand where you're getting that from. But, whoa, hello! Interesting lighting. I mean, actually, I should have pointed that out in case you didn't, you know, just tell from looking yourself. But the lighting in the map screen there, where we were just, huh? Hang on, what? Hang on, what? No, what? Okay, well, at least that gives me a chance to again point towards the lighting here, which is quite interesting, and it looks really like muddy and gritty. It's like, well, I don't know if gritty is the right word. I'm not entirely 100% sure what the definition of that would be. But, like, it looks kind of muddy and gross. And I feel like that's a fitting thing for this kind of dank, cavey area. God. The word dank has lost all its meaning, because all it means now is memes. And that really shouldn't be the case, because it's just a perfectly normal word that has nothing to do with such things, but people have started using it for some reason. I don't know how something as dank can possibly describe a joke or whatever kind of meme it might be, but it sure does now. And also, shouldn't I have like jumped on that rock? Maybe I need to spin jump? Oh, thanks. I was just thinking this was a little bit again, the power plant's kinda getting in my way at the worst possible timings. I mean, well, not the worst possibles, because the worst possible would have actually killed me. It's like the next two world the next two worlds were— no, wait, I didn't say world at all. The next two worst possible. And speaking of bad things, that was a thing that had just happened to me. Bad. It's what I meant with that whole statement. Gosh. Wait, can I pick this up? No. I was kind of thinking because of the Mario 2 music, but I guess that doesn't necessarily have to mean anything! Freaking! I feel like this happens so often, and it really triggers me when I hit the sort of side of an enemy on my way down, aiming for the top, obviously, but then I sort of hit kind of the side, and then that's not good enough. I mean, obviously, hitting the side is not good enough. Slopes are really not having a good day today. Or any days, really. Because slopes are just kind of... you know, slopes just kind of lead a shitty life, really. But, right now in particular, I'm not feeling slopes. This is recorded on the same day as the previous video was, and we had some problems with slopes there as well, and I'm just gonna run away from this whole situation, because there's nothing good going on in any nearby vicinity. Let's just roar XD! And that had no meaning or relevance, but I felt like saying it, and I felt like I was gonna die there. Wow, that was really kind of not cool. Bats are also really not kind of cool. I gotta be honest, I have never been interested in... Where'd my springboard? Hello? Where'd that go? I was going to say I've never really been too interested in rocks, because they just kind of do shit like that. What I was going to say, which is entirely off topic, but there were bats. I was gonna say that, like, you know, superhero movies have never really interested me. But recently I saw The Dark Knight, and I don't know, being honest, because that's the kind of movie that is, you know, a good superhero movie. Because all I've heard about it is good things. It's supposed to be like a fairly, really freaking good movie. And honestly, I just kind of didn't really fall for it at all. There's something about that things just happened, and I didn't entirely follow or care. It might just be me being stupid or something. That's entirely possible. But, I don't know, it just wasn't really my thing. Also, this is definitely not what I wanted to do. How do I get out of this mess? F2? Yes. I knew there was a key for resetting the game, and it's F2. But my laptop's a little bit weird, so I had to hit FN and then F2. Because it's like... I don't know how to change this. I don't want to change it, because I like it the way it is, but... some laptops just have it, some don't. What I'm getting at... Freak you! Freak off, Ricky! That happened again, and I should have learned from last time, I guess, but I still just... I disagree, is the thing. And I'm saying this a lot, but I disagree with the decision made by no one to do that. Wait, huh? Wait. Oh, wait. I never actually went on top there, can I? I totally can. Do I want to? It's a I forgot you jumped! No! Okay. Goodbye! Oh. Oh, the programming in this game. It's so close to being perfect. And then you just jump on fire. And huh? Wait, where was that Petrush going? There's so many weird things going on. Like that. That's a problem with the hitbox, I think. Where it's just kind of not agreeing with me, I guess. I guess by... Really? Was that just a complete identical playthrough? Like, that was just a replay. A literal replay of what I just did. Let's try and not do the exact same thing again. There we go. And get a mushroom out of it. And also, the background is kind of having his fit here as well. Now, this P-switch is interesting. Because behind that other pipe there is a sign asking me to bring a P-switch, I think. But why would I want to? Do I use it here, or do I just... I can't see a place where I should have used it. No, okay. Ah, shit. Okay, this looks like it might have been a good thing. I hope. It's a blue dragon coin? That's interesting. Where am I going? Okay. Oh, flower. Thank you. In no other games or other situations whatsoever, but Mario games, would I be so appreciative of something as silly and simple as a not those flowers! Well, that just kind of sucked and kind of ruined everything for me. Gosh. No, Beatles is a band I really haven't listened to. I don't know, it's just not really my kind of music all that much. Whoa, this music though is kind of going crazy. At least the piano is. I'm liking it. It's like a whole solo part. Like the that was kind of awkward. Okay, let's get rid of this flower. Or not! Because everything is out to get me! And I mean, obviously it's a video game, but like, it feels worse than usual. Okay. You know what? Stay there. That's just as well. Huh? Is the springboard timed or something? Because it just went away again. The football guy scared me for a second. Oh, and there's this stupid rock guy. Get out of my way! No, the springboard is going... There's just so many things in this level that are like... There's so much to watch out for at the same time, I think is the problem. So here there's technically only 2 things, but... No, there's not just 2 things. Because you have to use the springboard and avoid the rocks. That in itself is hard enough, but then you also have a timer on the springboard, and you can't jump on the rocks without spin jumping, which, as it happens, you cannot do while carrying a springboard. And I think that's the problem with this level, is that there's just too many things, maybe? No, that's not right. You know what? No, that's not entirely right either. Because I guess that part of the argument just applies to that one section where there was, you know, like a whole lot of things to worry about. Aside from that, there's just something really wrong right here. But I guess it all could completely, totally boil down to just me not being careful enough. I mean, the game gives me this shell. Maybe it wants me to use the shell to die. Like so? And footballs go away? Let's try this strategy. Let's just go over here and be like... Ah, shit. It follows the rules of walls. Well, then that's a lost cause. Then this whole place is just a frick. And I need to... Hurry it up! Get over... I don't care. It makes no difference. I got a save point anyway. No! The wrong one! I'm getting frustrated over things that weren't, you know, a part of the programming or anything. I mean, part of the programming is more said, but like, the things that are not part of the difficulty. Things that are just... No! This Chuck guy is a problem, and he needs to be restrained or something. Because... I'm at a loss for words. There's just so many things going on all at the same time, and I have a flower now, which I'm totally just gonna lose because it's rocks. That is a big no-no. And right now, you know what? I'm going to do something. Not only am I not gonna go for collecting all the dragon coins, I'm gonna go out of my way to avoid them, because it's just frustrating me to no end. And I feel very strongly about this. There we go. That was I even collected the... Oh no! God damn! When I try to avoid the coin, I get it anyway. And then I get hit. And then I forget that I have a Cooper shell at my disposal. And then I get hit again. Because these footballs are really harassing my stash. Where did that coin come from? Where are these bats heading? What am I even thinking about right now? Eggs? No, because that would be stupid. Also, speaking of stupid, wait, it's not spawned in yet. Shit. Okay, if we do that, spun jump, spin. I don't understand the strategy that I should be going for right here. Because this guy is just covering all available space and giving me no room to play, and just generally giving me a really bad vibe. Being perfectly... and slopes just do what I want, because they make me slip and slide, even though they're made of like rocks and shit. They shouldn't really be that slippery, I feel. I mean, sure, gravel is slippery. I guess this is a gravel-like surface. Maybe it does make sense. I still just don't like it, because in this particular scenario, it happened to work against me. And I am me, so I wouldn't really like that very much, now would I? Here we go. Now things are working out. Now I have a hit at my disposal. And then I didn't even need it! The hell is my problem? Why do I get advantages and then I can't need them, and Paracoopas can hover me there to try and block you from passing, however, comma, you can use them as temporary platform. Watch out, comma, though. Be sure to time your jumps well when wait. If this is not the place... No, I need to do this, but I'm so bad at it. Ah! Yeah, see, I told you! There was no way, no possible scenario where that would have ended well, because it was up to me to do it. And that was just kind of a bad starting point to begin with. I got a 1-up at least. That's a happy thing that happened. Oh my gosh, this. I mean, honestly, okay, for this level in particular, it's being really frustrating to me. But the thing is, this little section is the only part I would really disagree with. I really don't like this little section with these football guys. Aside from that, there's nothing here I inherently disagree with. But I really am frustrated by what's going on. Phew. Shulk just went to the Lal. I could bring him some foof. If things are just really not going anyways. Well, it's going a way. It's going the wrong way. Really. It should have been going northwards, but it's all just going... Where the hell did that shell come from? That just came out of nowhere. I'm sure it's just a shell that I threw like 10 seconds ago. But that kind of really screwed up my entire groove, because I was jumping by getting started from talking is... No! Sumo guys can go suck a mo! And the world ended. That's fine. It's not like it's the first time. And I totally went into... Oh my gosh. I totally went into the wrong file again. Why the hell would I have my main file on file B? That's just a really poor decision. No! Ah! Ha 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 ha! I learned from my mistakes! Who'd have thought? That's never happened before, evidently. If that had ever happened before, then I probably would have been in the next level at the very least, and then I still get hit. And that's really just because, personally, I freaking hate paratroopers. They're so freaking stupid. And again, it's... There's too much going on, and there's too many conditions to have to follow. Because I couldn't do a normal jump. But I guess I should have done a spin jump in order to avoid the rock. But then I was also just doing a normal jump because I was just wanting to hit the thing. And then oh my gosh. It's like... There aren't even, in theory, there really aren't a lot of things to pay attention to. It's a maximum of like 3. But evidently, that is far too much. Somehow. I keep collecting that coin, completely by accident. And... Whew. And see also, this fire flower isn't really helping me. The shells are much more help, because what I really need help with... No! Now I ruined everything! Because what I really need help with is the fire guy... football guys. Because they are the ones that are really posing a problem. No, my mushroom. I need that. So many things going on. Overload. Sheesh. That's a word I never use. But it really does. This springboard. Why does it respawn like that? Why does it do anything? It's a springboard. It shouldn't do things like that. That makes no sense. It doesn't add to anything. I understand that it should respawn should I lose it, because it's possible to lose it down the cliff. But there's no reason for it to be timed. That just makes it unnecessarily annoying. And again, I should stress that not all of my frustration is due to the... That was due to them not spawning in and me not seeing them. That was freaking bullshit. But, see, okay. I want to stress the fact that there's a clear difference between the frustration I'm feeling from what I would actually consider probably a poor decision on your part, Ben, and what I would just... what just comes from me not being terribly great at the game. There's a very distinct difference, and if I explain it at length, it's probably something to do with you, Ben. If it's just kinda me screwing up, then that's me. And that I just have to live with, and that's fine. And the keys weren't working there for a second. That's strange. Here's the thing though. No! Fuck you! Sorry, that really broke me right now. That really got me freaking aggravated. Oh my gosh. This is... Don't you think I thought about that? Don't you think I turned around? Do you really think that I decided on my own with my mind to try and hit the wall so that it would come back to me and hit me in the face? Did you really think? And I'm saying this to Mario as a person of the Earth, maybe. I'm not entirely sure if this canonically takes place on our planet. Maybe it takes place on a completely different planet, but it still happens to have the same name, which wouldn't really make a lick of difference. I don't care. I don't know. I just need this turtle to freak off, Ricky. Did I just hit the shell in the death animation? Wow. Why is this... This shouldn't even be difficult. And poor Mario, he has to... Don't you think I planned? In my head, things happened that benefited me. But they're not happening in my hands, or on my screen, I mean. As a result of my hands doing things that my head is telling me to do. But it's like they're not even listening, and I keep going into the wrong freaking file. Oh my gosh. I am going... Yeah! No, everything is going against me. God, this is such a train wreck. Okay, how about this for a change? Luigi, go! You can save us. I think. Actually, I guess maybe you can't, because you're kind of a dipshit, really. Oh. Why do I need this stupid springboard? How are you supposed to deal with this guy if you don't have a shell? Because at first, when I realized that the shell would have helped me, I was like, oh, hey, I like this. You're giving me the shell, you know, you're giving me the answer, but you're not telling me, you're just showing me. Because show don't tell is, you know, generally, in a lot of forms of media, is generally just like good advice. And I liked the theory of that. I really did. But what do I do when that fails? You need a backup plan, Ben. And I feel like there isn't really a good one for that particular scenario. And it's really bumming me out that I'm saying things like that. But that really is the truth, and it's a frustrating truth if I'm being perfectly honest. But now we have a chance. If we just hurry it up and freaking do that, freaking get out of there. Let's not worry about... Screw you, turtle! Nobody likes you. That's why you didn't have a shell in the first place, okay? You accept that now. Yeah, he did, I guess, because he fell to his death, and there we go. We're all done. Thank God. Oh my gosh. This. This. Luigi, you have no right to post like that. Actually, you know what? No, he totally does, because Mario couldn't even do it. But then Luigi just comes along and he does it, and, you know, he didn't do it on his first try, but he certainly didn't take a lot. But, okay. We got kind of a streak going here of doing 2 levels. I guess that's a thing we're doing now. Only 2 levels. Fun! Anyway, next time how about we do the underwater fortress? Honestly, that sounds like a dreadful old time. I really don't care too much for underwater sections in 2D Mario games. For the most part, not in 3D Mario games either. Though I guess that's not really relevant, but I mean, since I specified the 2D, I felt the need for it. But, hey, how about we do that next time, okay? So, I'm gonna hit Alt, just so I can have my mouse around. Because that's fun. It adds to the personality or something. I don't know. High five, Luigi. Yeah, okay, well anyway. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.